Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Love in Riyadh show. Today is the 18th of January, and today's episode is all about the most talked about event that happened last night, the Joy Awards. And honestly, Riyadh was on fire. This year's Joy Awards wasn't just a regular awards night. It felt like a full-on global entertainment moment. From surprise celebrity appearances to iconic performances to those little unscripted moments that end up being the most memorable. There was so much happening, it was hard to keep up. Let's start with one of the biggest surprises of the night, Katy Perry. Yes, Katy Perry showed up, walked the lavender carpet, and then casually went on to perform at the ceremony it was nothing. And the best part, she didn't just show up. She showed up in style. She wore a stunning dress by Saudi designer Wadal Okaili, and it instantly became one of the most talked about looks of the entire night. It was one of those moments where you're watching and you're like, wait, is that a Saudi designer on Katy Perry at the Joy Awards? And the answer was yes. A huge moment, huge win, and honestly such a proud fashion moment for the region. Then we had Millie Bobby Brown, who came to accept the Personality of the Year award, and she was genuinely so sweet. Her speech was wholesome, heartfelt, and she even gave a little shout out to Stranger Things, which made the whole room instantly relate because, let's be real, everyone in Saudi has basically been watching the new season like it's a national event. It was one of those moments where you could feel the crowd really connecting with her, like she wasn't just a celebrity on stage. She was someone people actually grew up watching. And then, we had Alfie Allen, aka one of the most iconic faces from Game of Thrones. And he did what no one expected. He made sure to mention how much he loves Riyadh's weather. He genuinely sounded impressed, saying the cold here is actually nice and refreshing and not gloomy like England, which honestly fair, because Riyadh winter hits different. It's cold, crisp, and the vibes are just elite. Now let's talk about one of the biggest crowd moments of the night. Shah Rukh Khan, the legend himself, showed up, and people were already losing it just from seeing him there. But then he took it even further by giving a shout out to Turki Al Sheikh, thanking him for bringing such a diverse and iconic group of stars together under one roof to celebrate talent. And that moment really summed up what the Joy Awards has become. It's not just a local awards night anymore. It's this huge cultural meeting point where East meets West, where the Arab world meets global entertainment. And it actually feels exciting. It wasn't just appearances. The performances were honestly on another level. One of the most nostalgic moments had to be Boney M performing their iconic 70s hit Rasputin. And I'm not exaggerating when I say the whole place turned into a throwback party for a second. Like, you could feel the nostalgia in the air. Everyone knew it, everyone loved it, and it was such a fun, unexpected moment. And then we got a performance that felt genuinely special. Robbie Williams singing a duet with Saudi artist Ayed, performing Robbie's legendary song Angels. And the crowd loved it. It was one of those moments where you're like, wow, this is actually happening in Riyadh right now. The mix of international and Saudi talent on one stage was such a vibe, and it felt like a real Joy Awards moment, emotional, powerful, and memorable. And then one of the most iconic surprises of the entire night, a tribute to Bob Al-Hara. And if you know, you know. They reunited the stars, brought them on stage, and it turned into this legendary moment that had the whole audience reacting like they were watching a live episode. It was pure nostalgia, pure Arab drama greatness. And honestly, it felt like a love letter to a show that so many people grew up on. And then to top it off, Turki Al Sheikh even went up on stage and took a photo with them at the end, which made it even more of a full circle moment. So yeah, that was the Joy Awards. A night full of surprises, iconic stars, unforgettable performances, and moments that people are still talking about today. And honestly, it really felt like Riyadh had the world's attention last night. That's it for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Thank you for tuning into the Love in Riyadh podcast as part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcast from.